I know that was abrupt, but it's just a day where some craziness is happening. Breaking news this morning. The deal might go through. As of today, just this morning, Reuters story on Elon Musk buying Twitter. And people are losing their freaking minds. It's amazing how shook people are. Rest in peace, Twitter was trending this morning. And I'm like, you whiny bunch of bitches. I couldn't believe it what I'm seeing. And these people are losing their freaking minds. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It's funny because it was very timely because over the weekend, wow, what the hell's going on with my screen? Oh my God, what do I look like there? That's terrible. I got to fix that. Anyway, this weekend, the former president, and I was going to start with this too. I was going to start with this thing that the former president, Barack Obama, what the fuck? Barack Obama said this morning, and I'm just tripping at how these people are freaking the F out. It's embarrassing for our planet. It's unbelievable. So, but we're here for the freak out. We are here for the freak out. Shout out to the dude who made the meme that fits in my thumbnail today. Here, am I looking better now? That whole color contrast thing was messed up. Anyway, this shit is crazy. And I'm here to laugh about it. There's some memes. There's some stuff going on. People are losing their freaking minds. Oh my God, it's hilarious. And we'll see it after the intro. Johnny, play the damn intro. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way, but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, Dawg Knight. All right, stop the damn music. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as Dawg Knight on the internet. And welcome back to the Dawg Knight Channel, where people are losing their freaking minds over the idea that someone they don't particularly understand or care for or whatever, they think it's going to be a bunch of it's a Trump revolution. The Trumpers are all going to be calling people N-bombs and the K-bombs for the Jews. And this is going to be the worst thing ever. We all need to go back to Tumblr. And believe me, you think I'm joking. There are people on the internet who is like, oh my God, we got to go back to Tumblr. Guess what? All these people saying that are the people you know came from Tumblr because, the list is juicy. I got to tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, these people, you think that I'm kidding about how people are reacting to this shit. It's insane. So, here, let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. God, what is going on? I'm just trying to make myself look better on here. So anyway, let's get this started. First of all, I got to say good morning to the troops, the loyal, the faithful, the people who show up early, the people who make the show what it is, and you will always be the people who make the show what it is. By the way, I'm going to start adding new moderators because not everyone's here all the time, and I like to have people You know, those who I now look, I trust everyone that shows up here, but I just, I realize that on some days there are people show up on the weekends that can't do what they do. So I'm adding a few. You'll notice as you start seeing your name turn blue. But anyway, let's say good morning to the peoples, the people's house. This is like the people's house or my house. This people's, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Anyway, first in the chat today, and the only person who gets a belt only because they're first and because they're Johnny on the spot. Whoops, I was a little premature with that. Little premature bell saturation. Is our friend Zombie Teddy, who gets the bell. Thank you for being here, sir. I appreciate you. I still look weird. What is this? Do I really look? What the hell's going on? Maybe let's check some here. Oh, that's because, that might be because the quality of my, does that help? That doesn't help. What the hell's going on? I'm just going to not care. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to stop going Carly Simon on myself here. No, not Carly. Who's saying, you're so vain? Yeah, that's Carly Simon. You bet you think this song is about you. You're so vain. You're so vain. Oh my God, what happened there? My voice usually is much better than that. Anyway. Also in the chat today is a friend, Jaeger Bodie, my favorite Canadian. Also, good morning, Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
And also, hello, Trippy Liberty, Select a Boy, and also Advocatus Diablo, the Devil's Advocate, Neon Leon, K Show, Mike Savage, Blarg. Also, good morning, Ty Alexander. Did I already say Ty Alexander? No, I did not say Ty. Trippy Liberty's in the house. Nice. Welcome back, my friend. Also, good morning to Somnambule Nation. Thank you for tweeting out the show, as you always do. Good morning, Rotten Corpse, Aaron Meredith. Let's see. I got to scroll down a little bit here now. Chicago Mike's in the house. Good morning, Sean D.W. And Melly D. Melly D. I said that wrong. I'm sorry, Melly D. I meant to say Melly D. Also, good morning to, let's see, who else is here? D.I. Freighter Watcher. I already said that? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Attack Alpaca's in the house. What's up? Natasha. Good morning, Natasha Kayleen. What's up? From the Hotep Nation. Good morning, Willett Forge. And that's all the people that I can see right now. Oh, well, there's a whole bunch down here. Zach to the Future, Septus Wolf. Okay, I'm getting closer. Anyway, please do me a favor. Share this stream. Whenever you see this stream, share the stream. I can't do this. I can't look at myself in the camera. I'm looking at my monitor. I'm like, what is going on with your face? What is going on here? This is terrible. Okay, maybe it's too much contrast. What is it? Contrast? Nope. Okay, that helps a little bit. And lower the brightness. No, I don't need to lower the brightness. Leave the brightness. Let's go saturation. That just makes me look a little more red, but I don't care. Sharpness, maybe that's it. That helps a little bit. What the hell is going on? And white balance. And there we go. Now that looks about right. That looks like me again. The shirt's the right color. Everything. I don't know. This whole stuff we do here. Oh, and Maddie's in the house. Good morning. How are you? Missing joke from Saturday. Oh, there was a joke. Okay, so if you compare on Saturdays when we do the Trail Stop stream, which is strictly business, it's non-business. There's no news, no nothing. It's just, where's that shadow coming from? Where the hell? That's weird. I've never seen that shadow before. Is it there? Is it my microphone? I don't know. Anyway, Saturday Trail Stop stream. It's lighthearted. We just tell jokes and we have fun and listen to Lady Boomer cackle because she laughs a lot. And I make myself Bloody Marys because there's always a Bloody Mary bar behind me. But we're missing a joke from Saturday, according to D.I. Freighter Watcher. So here's the joke. The only thing worse than waking up with sore. Oh no! We told that joke, or did I not say it out loud, or did just Lady Boomer and I laugh at it? The only thing worse than waking up with a sore head and an empty wallet is waking up with a full wallet and a sore butthole. AS or something like that. Okay, there's the joke. All right, looks like too much powder. It keeps reverting back. This is so weird. The hell's going? Is it because of the light? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm stop looking at myself. All right. So I'm going to, before I get, obviously the biggest news, by the way, I do have my cup of reparations right here. In the big ass Big Daddy cup. All right. So the biggest breaking news, and it has to do with the hashtag that rest in peace Twitter that I saw this morning, which I found hilarious. And I thought, oh, thank you for Willett Forge and Jock Cochran on the spot retweeting the show. I appreciate it. Go on if you're on Twitter at Dawg Knight or any of these other social media places, Gab, Parler, Minds, Get Her, Cloud Hub, everything but Truth Social. I haven't jumped on Truth Social yet. I can't bring myself to do it for some reason. I don't know why. And honestly, some of these other ones are echo chambers, and I don't spend a lot of time in them. But although sometimes it's easier to find news that I'm looking for on Parler. Parler and Get are pretty good because they have a little news feed on the side, and I find stuff there, and I find stuff on Twitter. Those are easy. Cloud Hub, I don't get it, and Gab, I don't follow enough people to get any kind of a feed. So, although I just realized on Gab, I've actually gained 3 followers recently. Now, I don't know if they're people that let me see who's following me on Gab. No, that's following. I want followers. I followed 3 more people. I've got 2 more followers on Gab that I didn't have before, and I have no idea who these people are. But thank you for following me. That's cool. So anyway, the big news is the Twitter deal that Elon Musk has been working. I look like G. Gordon Liddy. I know when I shave my head. I'm the slightly melanated G. Gordon Liddy. But anyway, the big news this morning: Twitter sale could be going through as soon as I don't know today, but Elon Musk got the funding in order, and because the fiduciary duty of the corporate shareholders of Twitter is to maximize profits for its shareholders, and the fact that Elon Musk was offering an offer that is significantly higher than the value of the shares currently, the board of Twitter has decided to sell. And that was breaking news this morning. In fact, I'll show you the article, but that's not my only feature right now. Where is this? There we go. Fix that. Reuters reported this morning that Twitter is set to upset. Come on. What the hell? Fix that. There we go. Twitter is set to accept Musk's original $43 billion with a B dollar offer. New York, Twitter is poised to agree to a sale to Elon Musk for around $43 billion in cash. Like straight up, because he got the shit together, man. The price the chief executive of Tesla has called his best and final offer for the social media company, people familiar with the matter have said. Twitter may announce the $54.20 per share deal. Get that? $54.20. $54.20 whatever dollar per deal. What the hell am I saying? What is going on with my screen here? Everything's messed up today. Did this thing reset again? Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Every once in a while, my Streamlabs resets and everything gets messed up, and I have to reset all those settings again. But anyway, the $54.20 per share deal later on Monday, once its board has met to recommend the transaction to Twitter shareholders, the sources said. It's always possible that the deal collapses in the last minute, the sources added. Musk, the world's richest person, according to tally by Forbes, is negotiating to buy Twitter in a personal capacity, and Tesla is not involved in the deal. Twitter's not been able to secure so far a go shop provision under its agreement with Musk that would allow it to solicit other bids once the deal is signed. Sources said still Twitter would be allowed to accept an offer from another party by paying Musk a breakup fee. Sources added. Sources requested anonymity because the matter is confidential. Well, that fell out of the water there, didn't it? Or fell into the water, I don't know. And Musk did not immediately respond for requests for comments. Twitter shares were up 4.5% in pre-market trading in New York on Monday at 51.15. I knew I should have bought some Twitter a month ago. Anyway, Musk has said Twitter needs to be taken private to grow and become a genuine platform for free speech. All right, so that was the big news this morning. We're going to talk a lot more about that after I go through some other news, though, because I can't, there's other news that I want to get to and make sure that I bring this to your attention. But that is the biggest news. I might be the first person on YouTube to talk about this. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's look. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, first, thank you, Chicago Mike, for sponsoring. Mike, you are the first sponsor, and that makes you the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you very much. Whoa, what's going on? Everything's messed up here. There we go. Chicago Mike. Oh, wait, hold on. We got an ad, so let's get some ad music out here real quick. It is Metal Monday, so all of the ad music today will be in the metal variety. So let's go find some good ad music for Metal Monday. Hang on, I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit because I want to get some of the different ones. Okay, here we go. It's got to be. Can't have any vocals though. Hang on, let me fix that so there's no vocals. There we go. All right, Metal Monday, first ad of the day. Whoa, that's loud. Today's episode of the Dawg Knight Show is sponsored by the Blue Check Marks. If you are looking for virtue signals, look no further than us, the Blue Check Marks. We know what is best, even though we're not smart. Yes, thank you, Chicago Mike. That is the perfect, most appropriate ad for the Metal Monday Twitter. Whoops. What is going on here? Oh, there you go. Hi, people. All right. Thank you for the fantastic ad, sir. I appreciate it. And thank you for dropping a big bullet in the tip jar. Remember, at PDawgKnight.live, you can sponsor this show. Just click there. You can watch the show, participate in the chat. And in the upper right-hand corner, there will be a little place where you can drop a couple dimes in the tip jar if you'd like to do that. That's up to you. This show is free, but I'll clearly be able to my attention will be averted by your your stuff that you put in the tip jar. So anyway, all right, let's talk about other news first, though, because there is other news before I get to this. Whoa, why did I got all these notifications? What's going on here? Thank you, Rotten Corpse, Will at Forge, and Jack Cochran for retweeting the show. I appreciate that. And then someone sent me a message here. What is this message? Oh, that was my brother Gay Patriot. I followed Gay Patriot keeps getting kicked off of Twitter, and he opened another new Twitter handle, and apparently they're saying it's okay. So there we go. All right. If you're not following Gay Patriot, it's Gay Patriot Plus spelled out. Gay Patriot Plus PLUS. Great Twitter feed. I'm sorry. He's a cool dude. All right. So as far as news goes, let me do some other news first. First, of course, we do every morning. We do a little update on the war over in Ukraine, or whatever that nonsense is over there. But Zombie Teddy, what's up? Did I say hello earlier? And Big Dro's in the house too. Nice to see you. So Russian forces strike railway stations in Ukraine following U.S. officials' visit to the country. Ukrainian authorities say at least 5 train stations in central western Ukraine have come under fire, with casualties reported. According to the head of the Ukraine's railways, the BBC reports on Monday, Russian Defense Ministry announced a ceasefire around the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol. Now that's that place where people were hidden. A bunch of people were hiding in there, whatever, and they kind of had it surrounded, whatever. Anyway, they're going to allow humanitarian evacuations. Following a meeting with President Zelensky in Kyiv on Sunday, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said Russia is failing in its war aims. I don't know who to believe in this whole nonsense, and I don't have a dog in the fight. I'll not be putting any Ukrainian flags on my house because I would like my American flag much better. I gave you the bell and still forgot. No, okay. Zombie. You know what happened, Zombie Teddy? Yes, I gave you the bell and then forgot you was already here, because I always mess up. I always get you and Hate Camel mixed up when I'm talking, even though I know you're different people and I know I gave you the bell and sometimes I'm a dumbass. Anyway, so they were trying to escape. Ukrainian man says he saw a rush. Okay, there's just reason I put this. I always put this one out here so that you can read what basically the mainstream media is selling you on this. So basically, when you go onto the Russian updates on Twitter, you can find more news on that. So I'm not going to go through any more of that. That was just the one that they felt like was important to highlight. Let's see. Cat turd is trending. Cat turd is trending. Now, if you're wondering about why I would say cat turd is trending. Cat turd's not a thing, an inanimate object, but cat turd is a Twitter handle on Twitter that's very, very popular. He has 697,000 followers and is a very funny dude. He's definitely a right-leaning Twitter feed who makes fun of left people. Well, apparently he went to the hospital yesterday with some stomach pain, and a lot of people were. Some people were supportive and some people were assholes. And the supportive people who like him were trying to make sure that he's doing okay. So anyway, he was in the hospital yesterday, let him go. They weren't sure. And then he went back by ambulance today. Apparently has a bowel obstruction. So he's having surgery today or tomorrow. And so people have been sending him prayers. If you're familiar with cat turd, it's funny Twitter feed, especially if you lean to the correct side of things. But there are some people who are shitting on him too, no pun intended. For example, this asshole: do not listen to the doctors, demand ivermectin. It's your right as an American to get the medication you want. And then puts little prayer hands there. Okay, these aren't about cat turd, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff about him. I'll link to his feed if you want to see what he's about. But he's a funny dude. Let's see. In fact, 2 minutes ago, breaking: Twitter set to accept Elon Musk's $43 billion offer. We already knew that via Reuters. So if you want to catch up on him, I'll leave that link there. Next, the Electoral College is trending, and I don't know if it's because of this. I wanted to call him a douche nozzle, but he's not tall enough to be a douche nozzle. But Robert Reich was tweeting out this morning: call me a radical lefty, but I think the person who earns the most votes should be elected president, not the winner of some harebrained electoral college system. Now, this motherfucker, yes, I called him a motherfucker, which means I'm going to get one of those yellow dollar signs next to my thing in my, what do you call it? That thing they do in my YouTube. They're going to limit my they're going to limit my Google ad income from YouTube. I think over the last, since I've been on here since like 2016, I might have earned $3 over that period of time. So I don't really give a fuck. But anyway, he's got people stirred up about the Electoral College. And he's a Berkeley professor, and he's a former Secretary of Labor. And this asshole doesn't seem to understand why we have the Electoral College. He thinks just, California, New York, and, some big cities should be able to just have more votes and whatever. And he just doesn't understand that we are not a democracy. He wants it to be a democracy because if it was a democracy, then they would be in power. Remember, when they use the word democracy, what they mean is Democrats in power. When anyone on the left says democracy, they mean Democrats in power. Just change those words, okay? When they say you're a danger to democracy, they're saying you're a danger to Democrats in power. Okay, just there you go. So that should be the new definition under some kind of wiki, encyclopedia, or dictionary. Democracy means Democrats in power. So anyway, and the reason we don't have democracy is because we want to be able to have our republic system, or not Republican, but small r Republican, or republic. We're a republic, so we're a conglomeration of many, many, many small democracies, and we all, pool some of our resources together for defense and for general things that affect everybody. But then we have all these little democracies all over our country called states, and those are democracies, and then the even smaller democracies within the states called cities and shit like that, or counties and cities and all that. But the entire country, we are not a democracy, we are a republic. And that's why we don't want one state to have exclusive, just super duper dictatorial powers from the coast over the rest of the guys in the middle. Because the guys in the middle, we want to make sure that we have our interests covered too. So that's why we have a republic instead of a democracy. Because a democracy is two wolves and a lamb voting on what's for dinner. And the lamb does not want to be that meal. And some of us in the middle of the country don't want to be that meal from the wolves on the ends of the country. So fuck all of you people who think that the Electoral College sucks. It's there for a reason, and the president is not a supreme being. That's why we have limit the power of our chief executive, really the chief executive, chief diplomat, but it's not supposed to be just an all-powerful president. And so, look, those of you who do not like the Electoral College, you should be the ones also who think that maybe we've expanded the power of the executive office a little too much over the last 50, whatever, 100 years, ever since... like Roosevelt. I mean, that motherfucker thought he was a dictator, and he kind of tried to be, and he tried to take over another branch of the government, the Supreme Court, but they said, fuck you, we're not doing that, because the next time a Republican comes in, you're going to be wishing you never did that. But he would have been elected forever had he not demised through his, and unfortunate too, I don't celebrate his death, but I think he kind of fucked up a little odd about what the presidency should be. But anyway... I don't know. They don't understand the concept of compromise, the entire reason the Electoral College exists. Yeah, exactly, Advocatus. All right. So anyway, that's trending on Twitter, and it's a little bit embarrassing how stupid people are. And in fact, I'll leave a link to the trend too, because you'll laugh at some of the stuff that people are saying about the Electoral College. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Explore, and let's find Electoral College, because for whatever reason it's trending. Steve Martin's trending too, because someone apparently, was it 25 years ago or today, this weekend, when Steve Martin came out with King Tut. Remember he did the spoof on King Tut when, remember they had found, okay, so background, they've entered the tomb of Tutankhamun, right? And they finally got some stuff out of it. And then there was this big traveling museum circus thing going around. The King Tut exhibition was going around the country. It was the rage at the time. And so he made a funny song about King Tut. Some people are looking back at it going, that's not very funny. But you have to kind of look at it in context. And some people, there's a very few, now it's weird because it was trending this morning and very few people were saying, well, that's some cultural appropriation, or that's some shit we shouldn't be laughing at, blah, 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 blah. He's doing this, that. Not a whole lot of people were doing that, but just enough, a few that were doing that conservative Twitter came out and said, yeah, you assholes, put it in context and the time and all that shit. So anyway, what was I talking about? Electoral College. Oh, I spelled it wrong. There it is. So anyway, let's take a gander at what's going on here now on this particular hashtag. I know it's not Twitter Tuesday, but since it is clearly Twitter is the biggest news, at least as far as Twitter is concerned, I figured I'd go through this. So anyway, here's people. In France, a runoff is decided by a simple majority of valid votes. If either candidate gets one more vote than the other, he or she is elected. There is no electoral college and no role for parliament. No way for a would-be Trump to stage a coup. Now, it's not staging a coup if you win by the rules that we have in place, dumbass. Did I say that out loud? I think I did. The electoral college is low-key stupid, I think. The electoral college trended because the left opposes a constitutional republic. We are a constitutional republic. Exactly, Tom Fitton from, what's he's from? Judicial Watch or something like that. Cry harder, communists. We are protected from totalitarians like you by the electoral college. Ding! Anyway, I'll leave that trending topic open. Also, by the way, as you know, or if you don't know, I'm telling you again, or telling you for the first time if you're new here. Everything we go through, every tweet, every video, every news article, everything we do will be linked in a link in the description down below. Second paragraph, it says, well, let me see if I can find it. I can tell you exactly what it says. Second paragraph in the description down below says, today's news links from the show can be found here. Right now it says check after the show because I update them during the outro. Oh, I didn't realize I have two ellipses there. I will update during the outro, and it'll be a link, a single team link called a one-tab link. You click the link, and every story will be there. Hyperlinks to every story will be on that page. So there you go. Moving on. What else is? Oh, this was weird. Now, I haven't read this story, but this is fascinating to me. This is trending, or was it? It was trending on Twitter this morning. It was one of the things they featured as a news item, but I don't know if it was trending. But this is weird. Okay, so they put this out here. Black homeowners in Houston say they're still patching up holes in their floors nearly 5 years after Hurricane Harvey. This is apparently Voices of Color is put this story out. Black families in Houston say they lose generational wealth every time a storm hits. After Hurricane Harvey, black homeowners say they were left on their own despite the promise of federal aid. Many were ineligible for aid from FEMA and other agencies due to strict paperwork requirements. Now, oh, by the way, good morning, FX community. AKA FX, Kessler, good morning, and Resolute Germ, nice to see you. Now, I found this really weird. This is now, and who wrote this article? Something called Voices of Color. So it's from business, and obviously it's funny, it's a Business Insider article. The hole in Sylvia Scarborough's living room floor appeared 5 years ago when Hurricane Harvey tore through Houston. She is one of many black homeowners who say they were left on their own after the storm. Here's what's going on. Scarborough, who's in her 70s, keeps the hole out of sight by covering it with a brightly colored rug. Remnants of the hurricane, which went down as the heaviest rainstorm in U.S. history, can be found hidden all over Scarborough's home. Up until now, Scarborough has been awarded $1,800 in hurricane relief. It's simply not enough to make all the repairs needed to return her home to its pre-Harvey state, which is why there's still a hole in her living room floor. 5 years after Hurricane Harvey and the $125 billion in damages the storm left behind many black homeowners. Now, okay. Is it only black homeowners? I'm curious. Is it? It's weird. Now, maybe because one of the neighbors that was flooded there's a lot of black people. Was it only black homeowners? I'm curious. If it is, if that is why her home's not repaired, then I will be very, very concerned. Hello, Brent Hayes. But I don't. The programs don't make sense. Yes, they're difficult. They're challenged. But is there anyone out there? If this is an issue, in fact, somebody in an organization called Voices of Color, perhaps people in some place called Voices of Color could go help people like Miss Scarborough to fill out the paperwork to get this corrected. Or 5 years later, this is not corrected. I just don't understand it. Why 5 years? No one bought a board or some plywood. 5 years? I mean, I don't get it. So 5 years after Hurricane Harvey, the $125 billion in damages the storm left behind, many black homeowners are still living in damaged homes. Why? Hello, CNN sucks. Tyre Alexander. I said Tyre Alexander earlier. Is it only the black homeowners that the author is concerned with? Well, apparently. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to understand. Insider, this is Business Insider, spoke with black homeowners in the Houston area, nonprofit executives, environmental justice advocates. Oh, there's that environmental justice thing again. And found that Scarborough's story is fairly common. Black homeowners in Houston were largely left out of the recovery efforts. Why? Give me a reason. I'll link the Business Insider article too, which will be in the tabs. Many black homeowners are rejected for government aid distributed by agencies like HUD, User News, and the FEMA Region 6 because they don't have costly flood insurance or the right paperwork. Is this an area that's in a flood zone? And so is it because are they the only ones who don't have the flood insurance too? Again, this is oh. Okay, wait, hang on a second. Black homeowners are rejected for because they don't have costly flood insurance or have the right to. Most black Americans solely rely on government recovery aid. There's the fucking problem. That's the problem. Why? Why are we not taking care of ourselves? Why do we depend on the freaking government? Yeah, hello, Houston is a flood zone. Exactly. Flood insurance is a requirement if you have a loan in your home. Perhaps, now possibly, do these people own their homes outright and so they don't have flood insurance anymore? I don't get it, because the author is a white liberal Karen who can only get paid by the outrage. Likely. Only 31% of homeowners in Scarborough's predominantly black neighborhood were eligible for FEMA insurance aid after Harvey. Okay, quick question. They say predominantly black area. Was it only the black people? And again, after this much time, why are there's so many people who come out and help people shit? And maybe instead of raising money for Ukraine, $14.3 billion. Finish that sentence for me. Statement to Insider, FEMA gave vague explanations for how black and brown homeowners were deemed ineligible. Is it just the black and brown homeowners? Again, this whole article. In a statement to Insider, FEMA gave vague explanations for how black and brown homeowners were deemed ineligible for relief based on its homeowner paperwork requirement and how it quantifies damage after a disaster. Hello? Knock, knock, Puddinhead. Just black and brown homeowners were deemed ineligible in the predominantly black neighborhood? Now, again, by car, roughly 10 minutes northeast of Scarborough's home is Doris Brown. She, too, lives in a historically black neighborhood in northeast Houston and said she didn't receive federal aid or state aid after Hurricane Harvey. Why? Did they say no aid for black people? Or was there no... Again, so up here, this line where ineligible relief based on its homeowner paperwork requirement. Was there nobody on the planet who could help people with the paperwork part of this? Yes, it's a pain in the ass. But why aren't there people? Voices of color. Do you have anybody on your staff that could go help people with some paperwork? Can they still get the paperwork? How does this work? Thank you, Maddie, for sponsoring the show. Appreciate you. Oh, wait a minute. I have to. Oh, I don't know the tune to Sorry If It's Off. I don't know what that. It says to the tune of the Rolling Stones song, Sorry If It's Off. Oh. I see an issue. Can I get a copyright strike for this? I don't know. Thank you for putting a 5 spot in the tip jar. I see an issue and I want to pay to be black. Problems are not everyone's, I want them to be black. I see issues happen for everyone as well. I turn my head until but black people pass. Thank you, Maddie. That was fantastic. Nice writing. And you wrote that yourself, didn't you? Anyway, hello, Aaron Meredith, by the way. So to qualify for FEMA, homeowners have to submit about 37 documents, which favor those who bought property over those who inherited it. Oh, this could be inherited property. Brown's parents did not add her name to the house deed before they died, so she could prove ownership to get aid. I think I see something here. So she inherited a property. I wonder how long she's been in this property. Hey, Scribe, Dog Thrapple, and hello, Keeverdam. How you doing, my friend? Okay, that's part of it. And I, you know what? I thought that might be it, because if you inherit a property again, probably don't have a mortgage on the property, so you may not have flood insurance, which is required on anything in a flood zone. Twigs it, yeah, yeah. We'll get there. We haven't done the Twitter shit yet. So she could not prove ownership to get aid. Interesting. So how much paperwork would that be? And are there anyone in like a legal aid society at the University of Houston or any of those colleges that are out there that do legal aid for people who are, that could have done this paperwork for it, could have helped them fix that? All they got to fix the problem. Find someone to go in there and fix the problem instead of just, oh, they're not because they're black people. I don't think that's it. Scarborough's also moved into her home as a child, and her family never formally transferred the home's paperwork to her name. Okay, you got to fix that. Get some lawyers out there that do that shit. Instead of saying this, it's because you're black. No, it's because you didn't transfer the paperwork. And perfect. So under this thread, I'm not reading the whole thread, and you can read the article. The article is right here. It's Business Insider, which is left-wing lunacy. But anyway, here's the perfect tweet to respond to this. The perfect tweet responding to this dilemma is right here. There it is. Hey, Elon Musk, why not put your money into helping people out instead of focusing on owning Twitter? Of course, it's Elon Musk's fault. I see dead people. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Hey, I got an idea. Hey, Joe Biden, instead of giving $14 billion to Ukraine, or free smartphones to people crossing the border illegally. Did you hear about that? Yeah, they're giving smartphones. They're giving people. Okay, so this is crazy. They're giving smartphones to illegal aliens who cross our border illegally. I know I'm not supposed to say illegal aliens, but it's no fun being an illegal alien. You know, that's a song I wonder if we played that song for the current, say, 20-something crowd, if Phil Collins would be also canceled. But anyway, they're giving out smartphones to people that they catch at the border, because they say when they're given a smartphone so that they can keep track of where the be able to message people when their court dates are coming up, and also be able to track them, right? As if no one ever thought of maybe selling that smartphone you gave them and buying your own little flip phone so they can't track you anymore. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious how stupid they are. Anyway, this is really fascinating. It's really fascinating. and as I look at this thread again, like below this, I read some of these tweets. The irony is we will allow unvetted immigrants to receive health insurance, a food allowance, and yet we can't take care of our struggling citizens. It's madness. Spot fucking on. Here's one. White people have financial issues as well, but once we have a house, we get the thing insured. I don't depend on the government for that dang thing. Proud of it. Yeah. I know that I am, look, now I don't live in Houston. Okay. I don't live in Houston. But I am a person of dubious color, okay? Or just, I am, what do you call it? What's that? I made a joke. A person of ambiguous color, okay? But I do have house insurance. But again, they would probably consider me very wealthy, even though I'm not. Anyway, but you depend on the insurance company to pay it out. Right? There's no guarantee that they will. You'd be in the same situation as these folks. Oh, well, how do you know these folks obviously didn't have flood insurance. That's what they said. Now, is it just people of color that don't have flood insurance, or is it some of the white people in that predominantly black neighborhood, on which 30% didn't have the paperwork or flood insurance in a flood zone? Now, granted, what I said, part of the reason that she may not have flood insurance is that it may be a family home that they own outright, which I was correct as I read down farther. But anyway, insanity. All right, let me get to these last few news items, and then we're going to get into the topic of the day. Okay, the topic of the day. Now, I know many of you play games, gamer games type stuff. And I remember when my son was younger and Halo came out, right? My son was a prolific Halo player, and he played Halo 2 and the next one or whatever. And I don't know how many more Halos, because he kind of left from Halo to Call of Duty. And I don't know what games he plays now. I know he still is kind of into the Call of Duty series. But back when my son was playing Halo, and you'd get a kill, right? In Halo. And one of the funny things that people used to do when they were playing Halo and they got a kill is they would go and teabag the player or, character that they killed, right? And when I mean teabagging, that means that they would put their character standing above the character and do this up and down thing. You know what I mean? Now, if you're not familiar with what teabagging is, that's a whole other story, and you might have to look that up. I'm not going to talk about that in mixed company. Hello, Ebony Williams. How you doing, my dear? Nice to see you. So anyway, teabagging in Call of Duty and other games where you kill somebody in the video game category, I don't know if you can do that in, what's that game that everyone says you're going to kill somebody, but then you say in the game with the Lego blocks. What's that game called? Minecraft. Yeah. Anyway, so they teabag people, right? Teabagging. I just want to see how many times I can say teabagging. Well, there's been an incident. And what's interesting is how it's described. Now I'll show you this is an editorial from the Daily Caller, where in a football game recently, I was asked who it was, just if that was what he was referencing. Yes, I was referencing teabagging. Exactly. There was an incident in a football game. Apparently there's a football league called the USFL, I guess, and they're back in action apparently. And there's 8 teams in this league, and it's partially owned by The Rock and all that stuff. So anyway, in the USFL, there was an incident where Tampa Bay Bandits player Antonio Reed sits on a player's head during a game against the New Orleans Breakers. Now, as I saw this, the first thing I thought, why was he sitting on his head? But no, he did not sit on the guy's head. Hello, Fight for Our Right. He did not sit on the man's head. But here's how the article goes. Tampa Bay Bandits player Antonio Reed pulled off a bizarre move Sunday during a loss to the New Orleans Breakers. During the 34-3 blowout loss for the Bandits, Reed sat on a New Orleans player's head, and it was a downright strange situation. You can watch the situation. So watch. Here it is. Here it is. Mass Creations, what's up? Here it is. Let me see if I can make this. Hang on. Pause. Let's make this so you can see it. Because you got to see it. I'm just saying, you got to see it. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. So here's the play. I'll go back. Tell me what you think this is.
Who was guilty.
Okay, he tackled him. Now this is in slow motion, so it goes a little faster than this.
There's Antonio Reed.
Now that was in somewhat slow motion. Antonio Reed, he just teabagged the dude. He didn't sit on his head. He teabagged him, just like in Call of Duty or what's that game? Halo. Halo is when first time I saw it. My son used to do that, and they thought it was funny. They didn't even know what teabagging really technically was because they were too young, but they just knew that people would do that when people would kill them. Oh, my God. So, yeah. Now, this guy says, what the hell was Reed doing during that play? Sitting on a guy's head like that should be an automatic reason to get into a brawl. Yeah, I'd beat his ass, VW. If another man sits on your head, you should be allowed to immediately swing on them without any consequences. Well, it's funny because this is an editorial. It says, on the other hand, the USFL needs as much attention as possible, and a player sitting on a guy's head is bound to move the needle. How do I know that? Well, the video of Reed's action is currently at 1.4 million views. Amazing. So people are definitely paying attention. He teabagged him. That's any kid who plays video games over the last 10, 15 years knows what he did. He knows what he did. Anyway, all right, so enough of that shit. Real quick, thank you, CNN Sucks, for sponsoring the show. Appreciate you. Who said, did you see Obama admitted that the vaccine was a clinical trial on billions of people worldwide? Did you volunteer for this trial? Were you paid for the trouble? Maybe we should send these bitches to the World Court for crimes against humanity. Yes, I did see that. That was some last week. One of the things that he said, that this was an experiment. You were all part of the test. If you've taken the vaccine, now us purebloods who got immunity the old-fashioned way have a whole different. What the hell's going? Why'd that pop up? Anyway, there you go. Yes, I did see that. I did. Oh no! What the hell happened there? Oh, I see. Why didn't the fuck close that shit? Oh. Anyway, hello. By the way, good morning, Jen T. Nice to see you. Hi there. Hello. All right, let's get into the bigger topic of the day. And Obama's figures a little bit in this too, because what I was going to talk about today was government control of the internet and censorship and all that shit. And then when I opened my computer this morning, I was like, oh my God, Twitter is about to accept Elon Musk's bid for the company. And we already read this part from Reuters, but that is linked in the article. People are losing their freaking minds over this, over Twitter. And I just want to laugh at them because, that's kind of what I do here sometimes. So this morning when I got to my computer, rest in peace Twitter was trending. It was like in the top 3, and now Elon Musk is trending number 2 behind what's Monday Motivation, whatever. But yeah, there were like 40 or 50,000 tweets that were saying rest in peace Twitter. The blue check marks are in pain right now because they feel like, oh my God, he's going to change our Twitter and people are going to be able to say whatever they want and we won't be able to shadow ban the people who are saying the mean things that we don't like, and we might have to actually talk about our policies and why they're good for the world instead of just having people just be saying whatever they want, because you can't have anyone say whatever they want on Twitter. And in fact, let me see. Here's the Oh, here. Oh God, I'll show you some of my favorites here in a minute. Anyway, so here's the what's happening on this hashtag right now, just to give you an idea. Let's go to the top here. The top one on Rest in Peace Twitter is someone here, Anthony. Independent. Rest in Peace Twitter trends. Amid a report Elon Musk could buy it as soon as today, so they've updated this. So the world's wealthiest space cowboy seems to be buying this global communications platform. Rest in Peace Twitter is trending about what this means to the future of Twitter. This is someone I'll open up these different articles. I'm not gonna go through them anyway. By the way, maybe I should. Let's see if this is the New York Times. Oh, this is the Independent, who probably is you need to archive. Let's try the New York Times one, which I know will be behind a paywall. However, just for your enjoyment, I will be finding the archive version. I'm sure somebody. Oh, it's been archived already. Look at that. There it is. But there are people just losing their mind over this. Brian Stelter features a Axios link here. Rest in Peace Twitter was trending as the news reports circulated this morning. Well, we'll just open that link too. We'll just open links to this. People are just laughing about it trending, but there are people who are really, really, really super upset about this. Here's somebody, pot shots from the peanut gallery. By the way, I gotta, hold on, because this is, just give my disclaimer, as I often do when I start talking about specific people on the internet talking about shit. It's very important to me, too, that I read this disclosure for my own safety and, I don't know, say whatever. Important. The people, this is my, let's put some music to this one. We'll put some music to this because it's kind of a, it'll distract you from what I'm saying and then whatever. But anyway, and it is Metal Monday. We'll do it in a metal sort of fashion here. Ladies and gentlemen, the people I talk about in my videos and live streams are just normal people with various opinions and their own lives. I don't need any help defending my positions, thus I would strongly prefer you didn't contact them. If you have something new to add to the conversation, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. However, if you feel compelled to reply to them directly here or on a different platform, I only ask that you do so in a respectful manner, as your treatment of them can also reflect on me. They always figure out where you come from, so don't be a dickhead, unless it's in your own name. Thank you. That is the disclaimer. We shall continue now. All right, there you go. That's the disclaimer. So, what was I saying? So this Potshots from the gallery. Rest in peace, Twitter. I suggest we all stop from posting for a full 24 hours to signify our opposition to Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. Why are you opposed to Elon Musk purchasing Twitter? I don't know. The Patterson Project. Rest in peace, Twitter. Replace free speech with more wingnut talk, and you get a pretty good flavor of what is about to happen. Twitter has been a right-wing foghorn for a long time, and it's just going to get worse. My ban will be an even bigger badge of honor. What? These people are just bitches. I'm sorry, I didn't put those on the screen, did I? Anyway, let me give you some of my favorites. And there's lots of memes. Oh, here it is. Here's what it really means. Here's a video of what Elon Musk buying Twitter sounds like. It's right here. Hang on. There we go. This is what Elon Musk buying Twitter sounds like. All right, so there you go. That's one of my favorites so far. Okay, shut up, ladies. Shut up! Thank you. Now, some people are, rest in peace, Twitter. Long live Twitter. Someone named Brandon Morse. He must like this idea. Oh, he's a managing editor of Red State. That's why he likes it. Rest in peace, Twitter. You gave me a great, horrible 13 years. I'm actually going to miss a lot of what I see on here. And you all, hashtag San Francisco Giants, dead celebs, the entire Obama and Trump presidencies, politics, comedy. It's really a damn shame. Well, you are such a pathetic loser that you live your life because of what Twitter has in store for you. Anyway, let me go to some of my favorites, though, because there are some really, really, really good ones that, well, really good, really bad. I don't know. Here's one of my favorites that just jumped out, and this person is upset that people have seen this. This one right here. Rest in peace, Twitter. And here's, if you can't see this little article that she highlighted, Hitler named Chancellor. Adolf Hitler, leader of the fascists, today was made Chancellor of Germany to succeed Kurt Schleicher, who resigned last week. You know, what's that rule called? The first to invoke Hitler, there's a rule for that. Someone remind me in the chat. But if you truly believe that Elon Musk is Hitler, you're the problem. You are the problem. You are the problem. Here, you are the problem. And then she said down here, fuck the Elon stans who found this. Muting. Oh, don't care. Don't care. And then she posts this thing about black Tesla employees describe a culture of racism. And everything bad about Elon Musk. Oh, she puts it with Ghislaine Maxwell. They were in the same picture. That looks weirdly photoshopped to me. But maybe they're the same place. But, you know, Jeffrey Epstein did lurk his way around a lot of rich people, so it doesn't surprise me there might be a picture of them nearby. Don't give a shit. Yes, thank you. Godwin's Law. Yeah, Godwin's Law. This is the person immediately lost and then muted everyone who found this. What a dipshit. Another one, it is just meme heaven here. Here's a good one. This one, instead of worrying, this is for the people who are the blue checks who are bitching about Twitter. Hey, instead of worrying about how this guy spends his money, you should worry about how these assholes are spending your money. Hey, I can get on board with that. Hey, that's fantastic. Cause yeah. Oh, there's smarmy prick Chuck Schumer. Yes, that's his official title. Smarmy prick of the Senate. Anyway, let's see. Oh, this one, rest in peace, is trending now in the United States. No! We kind of had a taste of that. You know, that one I just opened, that one has to be on here. Hang on a second. I'm going to go back. Because this one has to be on my list. I'll put this in the links too, because this one's a good one. Let's see. There we go. There they are again. Here they go. Hang on. Quickly. I'm going to play it one more time because it's very soothing. It's very soothing, and I think you need to hear this one more time. One more time. Hello, ladies. Oh no! Rest in peace, Twitter. Okay. Shut up. Shut up! Thank you. All right, moving on. Let's see. I already got this one. Here's one. This is the one. Okay, that's that lady. Or that, I think. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure this is a female human being. But she's definitely no lady. This is the one that was the, this is the meme that was in my thumbnail today. Thank you. And in fact, I put a link to this person's account. I just thought this was hilarious. A whole orchestra full of that. That's funny. That's some funny shit, Bubba. Someone called Dookie San, and I have a link to Dookie San in the description down below. Dookie San's one of these meme lord type peoples. Also, let's see. You know what else is trending though? Not as early as the Twitter thing, but now Tumblr is trending. And I told you that earlier, right? I said, because of this whole Twitter thing, Tumblr's trending because people are talking about going back to Tumblr because of Twitter trending. And guess who's on this hashtag talking about going back to Tumblr? None other than Taylor Lorenz. And she protected this. Only people Taylor Lorenz follow or mention can reply. Oh my God. And all these people that Taylor Lorenz has on her, whatever, Twitter followers, whatever, they're all like, oh yes, we need to go back to Tumblr. You know, Taylor, Tumblr's why you're so fucked up in the first place. You're one of the, although you pretend like you're young enough to actually know what Tumblr is, even though you're in their late 40s. But, oh, anyone remember Akilah Hughes? Akilah Hughes, right here. She's the one who sued Sargon and lost and had to pay him for his legal fees. I don't know if Tumblr still exists or not. I know it was on its downfall. But here it is. Oh, I think Tumblr's gone. But here it is. Akilah Hughes. Tumblr? Are we heading back to Tumblr? Really, Akilah? She's that Akilah Actually chick on YouTube. She's dumbass. Oh, you guys are annoying. It's not 2014 Tumblr anymore. You're not getting it back. Ding, ding. Let's see. So Tumblr has now implemented Tumblr Blaze, where you can spend 10 American dollars. This is to promote your post. Okay, these are not all these are about people going back to Tumblr, but I think it's hilarious that people are talking about going back to Tumblr, where they basically melted their own brains reading shit that goes on there. Here's a one of those flags. It's not rainbows. It's the other flag, the trans flag or whatever. My Tumblr is all set up for the inevitable to happen. Because Twitter, in case Twitter goes to shit, people are going back to Tumblr, which was dying. I think what happened with Tumblr, they got into some heavy duty moderation, and it kind of, Tumblr is still around in the same way MySpace is. Yeah. Thank you, Willie. By the way, good morning, Willie. Tumblr is kind of a shell of itself because they got into some heavy duty moderation and got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and people basically just said, fuck it, we're not going to do it anymore. We're just going to go on Twitter. Here we go. Meanwhile, over at Tumblr, an annual favorite. Describe your perfect date. That's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot and not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. That's actually funny. That's hilarious. Anyway, so people are talking about going back to Tumblr. All right, now here's why this is also interesting to me. Let me check I'm gonna check notifications real quick because there's people out here going, check your notifications. Thank you to thank you, Kiefer Dan, for tweeting out the show. Thank you, Tall Person, for tweeting out the show. You are fantastic Americans. In fact, I'm gonna retweet all these people now. Here, let's retweet that, because then you guys all get in the hashtag, and maybe someone will see the show from there. And Kiefer Dan retweeting all you guys. There you go. All right. Does Tumblr still exist? It does, barely. Wandering Lisa, what's up? I haven't seen you in so long, and nice to have you back, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so now, what I was originally going to talk about today, and it kind of fits when it comes to this kind of shit, because I'm like, I saw this, and I was thinking to myself, this dude is a problem. And that would be our former president, Mr. Barack. What the hell? There we go. Mr. Barack Obama. Who was talking about social media this weekend at Stanford University, at the Obama Foundation Policy Center. Real quick before I read this, thank you, Selecta Boy, for sponsoring the show. Didn't mean to do that. Who says, if witnessing a Twitter meltdown is not the best birthday present, I don't know what is. Is it your birthday? Is it today your birthday? Is it today? Is it Selecta Boy's birthday today? Okay, I'm gonna sing, just assuming it is. Happy birthday. Well, hang on. Let me let the music go away a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear select boy. Happy birthday to you. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Awesome. Oh, good morning, Legit Low Talker. Thank you, Tall Person, with a $6 Streamlabs. And Tall Person, you are the new Streamlabs.
The new Streamlabs
Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you. Who says, Happy National Plumbers Day. It is a respectable profession. They literally deal with everyone's shit. Yes, they do. That's a good one. I need a laugh track, too. I don't have a Nat laugh track. But anyway.
Gotcha, bitch.
Anyway, so thank you, Tall Person, for sponsoring the show. Oh, and Gunfox61. Oh, it's just rolling in now. Thank you, Gunfox61. Hot off the wire, Twitter could accept Elon Musk's bid by Monday. Marty, more news from space to national and Discord. Okay, I'll check that out. Be warned, we're not responsible for any blood shooting out of your eyes or your head exploding. Thank you, Gunfox61, for sponsoring the show. You, again, are a great American. And remember, check out our Discord server. It pops up in the feed there. If you're not on our Discord server, the most prolific purveyor of news on there would happen to be Gunfox61, and we greatly appreciate you, sir. All right. Barack Obama was at Stanford this weekend talking about social media, and it's a little scary. You know what I didn't do? Let me check something real quick. I apologize, guys. I have to look because I wanted. Hopefully, there's an article over here too. That I can add to it. I'll put some supplemental articles in the tabs today if I can find any. Let's see, but there's a whole bunch of these. Where's the Obama one? Oh no, they didn't do it. Oh, maybe they haven't put it out yet. Anyway, well, I might have been ahead of the curve on this, but anyway, so Barack Obama was at Stanford over the weekend talking about social media, and then he tweeted this thread, and I want to read it to you and kind of give you my reaction, and then I'll give you one other person's reaction. But anyway, he said, "The way I'm going to evaluate any proposals touching on social media and the internet is whether it strengthens or weakens the prospect for a healthy, inclusive democracy. As part of this, tech platforms need to recognize that they play a unique role in how people consume information, and their decisions have an impact on every aspect of society. With that power comes accountability, the need for some democratic oversight." Now, let's just stop the fuck right there. Let's just stop right there. Tech platforms are platforms where people are able to pronounce their view of the world. And in the United States of America, we have this thing where we say you should be able to freely speak what you believe, whether it's right, whether I'm right, or whether I'm wrong, whether the Twitter thread on my feed is there too long. I gotta be me. I've gotta be me. I can say what I want in any font. I gotta be me. Anyway, distraction. Oops, spilled it myself. I have a drinking problem. The idea that the tech platforms who allow people to speak freely and saying with that power comes accountability. Is there accountability when the New York Times gets something wrong? Is there accountability when the New York Post or CNN or all any of these fucking media companies get shit wrong, which they do all the time? Is there accountability when a president of the United States blames an attack on a embassy in somewhere in Africa on a YouTube video and sends out all his minions to lie to you about it? What are you talking about accountability? Is the idea, the audacity of this asshole who the media says has never had any controversies or scandals, who was rife with scandals. This asshole telling you that he thinks there should be some democratic accountability to what people post on the internet. Kiss all of my fat ass, former Mr. President. Please. The idea, the need for some democratic oversight. Do you know what? By the way, did you know that in this country, even disinformation is a constitutionally protected right? Do you know how nasty politics was back in the days when they wrote the Constitution? How they talked about how, one candidate was eating someone else's children or shit like that. And that's an exaggeration. Or maybe not. There probably was one. There probably were flyers like that. The idea that disinformation is not constitutionally protected is nuts. Okay? What you do is the power of speech and the power of freedom is that you allow people to debunk disinformation. But it's not that you can restrict someone from saying it, because listen, what you call disinformation yesterday is today's facts, because you motherfuckers lie all the fucking time. Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away here, but let me just finish this stupid thread by this stupid person is very smart, but very stupid on some things. And I wouldn't even say stupid. You're just fucking wrong, dude. Brother, you're wrong. He says, each of us has to pick a side. Do we allow our democracy to wither? Oh, there's that word democracy again. What is the real meaning of the word democracy when one of these assholes say the word democracy? It means Democrats in power. Do we allow Democrats in power to wither? I sure as hell hope so, biatch. Or do we choose to make it better? What, with more Democrats right now? I wouldn't mind if we got rid of everybody in the Congress. Well, not everybody, but most of you assholes. And not just the Democrats either. There's plenty of asshole Republicans too. That's the choice we face, he says, and it's the choice worth embracing. Solving the disinformation problem won't cure all that ails our democracies, Democrats in power, or tears at the fabric of our world. He's talking globally. He's not even just talking the United States, but he's talking like globally. Oh, we have to tamp down. You know what? China's really good at tamping down at disinformation. So is Russia. They're really good at tamping down disinformation. Is that what you're asking for, Mr. President? Solving the disinformation problem won't cure all that ails our democracies or tears the fabric of our world, but it can help rebuild the trust and solidarity needed to make democracy, Democrats in power, stronger. No, not at all. Because you assholes found a way to get the Biden laptop story labeled disinformation. Russian disinformation. Your cronies, the 50 fucking intelligence officers who are still loyal to your sorry ass, said it was Russian disinformation, that story. You assholes are the ones who said Nick Sandman was harassing a Native American Vietnam veteran. You assholes said, what's that dude? Kyle Rittenhouse. He went down and hunted down some black people at a Black Lives Matter protest. You assholes said that the terrorist attack in Benghazi was over a YouTube video. Shut the fuck up. It's up to each of us to decide what we value and to use the tools we've been given to advance those values. You have no values. Your values are democracy, aka Democrats in power. And we're kind of fucked up by this right now, aren't we? Mostly peaceful protests. Yeah, mostly peaceful protests. Holy shit. I believe we should use every tool at our disposal to secure the greatest gift, a government of, by, and for the people for generations to come. You know what? You smarmy, you're as big of a smarmy prick as Chuck Schumer right now. You write words that you don't believe. You don't believe of a government by and for the people. You believe in your power and the puppet stick that you have up Joe Biden's ass right now. God damn, get fucked. Let's see. Now people are replying to this thread. I listened to you speak at Stanford. Please continue to let your voice be heard. Now this person has a brain. This is someone I voted for Obama twice, but if you don't see this as an attack on the first and most priceless of our amendments, you aren't paying attention. Hey, thank you. As always, President Obama, you will do it right. Thank you for continuing to care about our democracy. Again, anytime a Democrat says democracy, they mean Democrats in power by any means necessary. Robert Barnes, you know who that is. He's the lawyer guy. Takes a real Orwellian logic to call censorship of dissidents, quote, inclusive democracy, unquote. But you did win a Peace Prize for setting a modern day record of bombing people.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, damn. That's cold. So anyway, which brings me to Julie Kelly's thread here. And he's now I've got an article. I've got a thing on this about what Ron DeSantis is doing, and I have mixed emotions about what is going on with Disney. But Julie Kelly says this is exactly why we need more of what DeSantis did and not less, and it needs to be even more painful for these companies. Obama will use his fortune, his toadies in the media, and his corporate cronies to crush free speech and political dissent. This is a serious threat. Obama has the devotion and internal support of the administrative state. The DOJ is criminalizing dissent and plans to do the same related to election integrity laws. This approach worked well in the 2020 and will accelerate before midterms. GOP governors, legislatures should plan accordingly. And when you hear Valerie Jarrett claim she wants to protect democracy, again, that word is protect Democrats in power. You better run. Now here it is. Here it is. He has another one. I was at Stanford and the Obama Foundation to talk about the rise of disinformation around the world. Around the world. And the threat it poses to democracy. Democrats and leftists in power. We have a role to play here. Let's see what this. Let's see this. Here it is. Hang on a second. Oh, does this have music to it? Yeah, I don't want to play it because there's music to it. Fuck that. Anyway, she's talking about how this is such a wonderful thing. Oh, we have to protect our democracy. Democrats in power. Democracy. Democrats in power. Now, Florida did the right thing for the wrong reason with Disney. Ding! That's exactly right, Avocado. They did the right thing for the wrong reasons. Hello, Special Can Acid too, by the way. So anyway, so there's this, let's see. I'll get to that. Oh, let's talk about some disinformation first, though. So some more examples of disinformation that happened this weekend. So Taylor Lorenz, the stupid twit from the New York Times, no, Washington Post, she did Brian Stelter's show this yesterday. She was on with Brian Stelter, and she said, we absolutely did not reveal any personal information about libs of TikTok when she knows she's lying. Okay, here's Taylor Lorenz on Brian Stelter's show. So this is CNN.
So here's the next one. The conservative supporters of this account said you were doxing the person. You're doxing them. So Can you tell us how you actually define doxing?
Now, instead of setting it up saying, okay, you doxed someone, here's the link, and this had their personal information, had their home address, had their real estate license, had their place of employment, and, it was in there, and then the Washington Post took it off. What do you say that people say that is doxing? Because then she'd have to give a different answer than she did here. But he sets it up to allow her to say, well, we didn't really dox anyone. They have this and that. Listen to this bullshit.
So here's the next one. The conservative supporters of this account said, you were doxing the person. You're doxing them. So can you tell us how you actually define doxing and the difference between doxing?
How do you define doxing? Well, it's defined as what I did, not what I did. That's how I define it. Listen to her.
And real reporting?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's...
Well, the word doxing has been so devalued, and it just kind of is a buzzword now in the right-wing media.
The word doxing has been so devalued. You mean like racist, sexist, homophobe, transphobe?
Doxing means revealing highly, highly personal,
highly personal information. You mean like their home address, their real estate license, and where they work? I wonder if you were trying to send people to go try to get her fired at where she works and get her real estate license taken away, and have people go to her home address, which was in the link that you're going to say that wasn't any highly personal information, putting in the fucking Washington Post, the biggest, most important quote-unquote newspaper in the United States. No, that's not disseminating any private information about it. Anyways, I'm sorry, I stopped too soon.
Public information with the goal of harassment or...
Now, and also the other part, I want to go back just a little bit, because she says listen to how she qualifies this again.
Highly personal, non-public information with the goal of harassment or sort of...
Now, she used the word non-public on purpose. That was very important to her, because what she's going to say is, well, this information was available in public records. You know what's fascinating about that? I guarantee you that the public record of her real estate license, home address, and real estate company she works for, and real estate license number did not also include the words libs of TikTok in that license. I can guarantee it that it did not. The word libs of TikTok has no association with her real estate license and home address and whatnot. There's no mention of libs of TikTok. So the idea that you're not doxing her because there happened to be some information with her name in somewhere in the ethosphere, she's so full of shit. Cannon Hotep, what's happening? You're finally leaving Denver. Oh my God, that layover is crazy. Safe travels to you, my brother. So anyway, yeah. So and guess what? I'm sorry. If you have a pseudonym, right? You have a pseudonym over here that nobody knows your name, address, blah 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 blah, and then one of the biggest newspapers in the country posts something where they link to your home address, real estate license, and your what's the other thing? There was something else in there. Oh, the real estate license number, whatever, and where you work. And those things are not related until you put them together. That would be revealing highly information in one of the biggest papers in the country. You lying bitch. Anyway,
sort of destroying someone's life.
Taylor wasn't trying to
destroying someone's life.
Hang on. She wasn't trying to destroy anyone's life. No, she did this just because it's interesting information, and but you're writing an article about someone starting a hate campaign against gay and LGBTQ people. But we're not putting her information out there so we could destroy her life. We just think this should be public information because she is very influential. A single fucking Twitter feed.
Information with the goal of harassment or sort of destroying someone's life.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to harass her.
We did not reveal any personal information about this woman at all.
her real estate license number, her real estate license, where she works, and her home address. We did what? We didn't do what? You lying hoe?
Information about this woman at all, remotely. And
remotely,
I know
not
that
even at
sometimes
least.
reporting practices can seem foreign to people that aren't familiar with journalism, but
Really? Is your full name, address, your home address in your byline at the Washington Post? I bet it's not. And then she puts up this stupid thing. Digging into Taylor Rand's controversy should not be controversy at all. This is journalism 101. Has there ever been a journalist who hasn't knocked on a door at least once in their career? Yeah, probably somebody you'd already called and said, hey, we're getting permission to come talk to you. Hey, maybe not to someone's relatives that have nothing to do with what you're writing about.
this was very by the book and very benign. And the thing is, the right-wing media will lie, right? They kind of just will spin up these narratives. The goal is to sow doubt and to discredit journalism. And
you do that all by yourself, Taylor.
that is their agenda, and I think we need to be prepared for that. And
all right. So anyway, and you'd expect Brian did a follow-up question, which he did actually follow up. And I want to play for you how he followed up on this, because people are complaining. Well, the person who did this tweet, well, you didn't listen far enough because he said the tweet says hang on, Stelter knows it too and doesn't follow up unless he did it later. And then he did check it out, and so here's where she follows up the follow-up question.
I appreciate that you're willing to talk about this and you're willing to take on the scrutiny as someone covering this. So here's the next one. The conservative supporters of this account said you were doxing the person. You're doxing them. So can you tell us how you actually define doxing? And
all right, we already got that. I want to go to 1330. Hang on a second here. Here's the follow-up question after she gives that stupid
reporting
answer.
Practices can seem foreign to people that aren't familiar with journalism. But
here's Brian Stelter, media critic, how diligently he follows up on this question.
Very by the book and very benign. We didn't reveal anything personal, and certainly not directing any kind of hate towards her.
Your critics say that your article linked to a real estate database with information about her personal life. And
notice how non-specific he is. Linked to a real estate database with personal information. You mean like her real estate license, where she works? Okay, so people can call her work and try to get her fired. Where she lives, so people can go to her house and harass her. And a real estate license. Oh, we can go to the state board and figure out how to get her license revoked. Because that's what your purpose of linking this was.
how do you react to that?
Now listen to her bullshit answer here.
That's just false. That's just patently false.
So
we
what was the
absolutely
link
did
to?
not link
What
to
was
any
the-
personal information.
What was the link?
I don't know. I think maybe to an open government database.
Now remember, this is about a week after this statement started. What did it link to? She's saying, I don't know. Wait a minute. Journalist, you've had a week to find out what it was linked to and why did they take it down? Did they take it down for a reason, Taylor? Do you know the reason they took it down? At this point, you don't know what it was? Oh.
But absolutely nothing personal. Maybe like an old, I don't know. But
She started to say something because she would have to admit she knew there was an address. And then she goes like, I don't, she lies her ass. Bitch.
Lies, yeah.
Bitch.
Why the fuck you lying?
Bitch. Oh shit. What down there? Bitch.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Anyway. But, oh no, the president, former president of the United States, thinks we have a problem with disinformation. All right. Anyway, so I was going to get to this article, but I'm out of time here. Here's the article that I was going to have. Kurt Schlichter has a editorial in Town Hall regarding what Ron DeSantis did in Florida with Disney. And the idea that he's fighting back is great. Like avocados the opposite. I think he getting rid of Disney's big tax haven thing, their own little, control of their own little city, so to speak. Getting rid of that shit, great idea. It's been long enough, but I think he kind of did it for the wrong reason. But anyway, this is a good article that is in favor of what he did and why it's important that conservatives learn to fight back, because we kind of just tuck our tails and run away with this kind of shit. And it's time to tell these corporations, hey, look, stay out of the politics. If you want, I don't care if you donate to candidates and shit, but you don't use your influence unjustly, and especially on some shit the parents in Florida say we want. So, moving on. I'm going to close this up. Thank you, GunFox61 and GunFox61. You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you, sir. With another 5 spot saying, Marty, all I have to say to Taylor and ballless fucker. Let me do this in a dramatic way. Shut up, bitch. Thank you, GunFox61, for sponsoring the show. You are a great American and also a great administrator of our Discord server. All right, I got to call it a day, guys, because I am actually on time. I think, I'll finish up, though, with one happy note. It is Al Pacino's 82nd birthday. Now, Al Pacino from The Godfather and Carlito's Way and all that. Here's some pictures of the man himself. There he is, Al Pacino. Happy 82nd birthday. And believe it or not, this is what Al Pacino looks like at 82 years old. Actually, this was at his 80th birthday, but he hasn't changed much since then. He's doing some healthy living, and look, he didn't even have those stupid marks where he gets his facelifts and shit. He looks halfway normal. So congratulations on reaching your 82nd birthday, sir. Great actor. One of my favorites of all time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's got to be it today. Before you do anything, click the like button. There's 36 people in the room right now, but only 22 likes. Hit the like button before you go. Also, share this stream before, during, and after the stream because, hey, someone might want to see this shit. And also, thank you for our sponsors today, and you can sponsor the show too. First, today's sponsors, Chicago Mike, Maddie, CNN Sucks, Selected Boy, Tall Person, GunFox61, and GunFox61. You are the Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thanks, everybody, for being here. If you're watching a replay, put a comment in the comment section so that I know you dropped by. And I'm here Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock. See you tomorrow on Tuesday. Thank you very much. My name is P. Dawg Knight. And I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Pow. Hey, this is P. Dawg Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P. Dawg Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P. Dawg Knight, and I'm out of here.